Kong in the trunk.
I'm back. Rhodes Rants on Star Wars. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Join the Rhodes Squadron. Okay, so I've told you there's some winds of change blowing around Lucasfilm. And now, a leaker that I trust, something has come out in regards to Lucasfilm. He was on a forum. He was talking about some different things. And according to said leaker, he dropped the following. Just understand there's a difference in, quote, Disney and a difference in the, quote, Lucasfilm story group of 2014 to 2018, which is now largely been dismantled. Okay, and I do check this guy pretty regularly for information. He's been valuable in the past, and he's offered some other little tidbits out here, sort of about this trilogy and everything that's going on. He also said this: JJ created a broad map for the sequel trilogy, though he left a great deal of wiggle room for subsequent directors, per Kathleen Kennedy and Carrie Hart. However, Rian Johnson was allowed to jettison all of JJ's outline and completely write his own script without regard to the original binding narrative. Trevorrow, Colin, objected to this, as well as the removal of Luke Skywalker from his finale. And after many protests to stick to JJ's original script, he was canned. Colin Trevorrow was fired. JJ was brought back in out of sheer panic, as the firing of Trevorrow and Iger and Horn's first negative response to their views of The Last Jedi came rather close to each other. So Iger and Alan Horn both saw The Last Jedi, both didn't like it. Subsequent changes to JJ's revised Episode 9 script occurred this past January and again in May, after directives were given from the top to, quote, fix Luke Skywalker in Episode 9. This has resulted in reshoots all the way until September, with post-production going until at least late October. This movie will be right down to the wire. As for Benioff and Weiss, I have no idea, because I no longer have interactions with Lucasfilm employees on a regular basis. The contacts I do have would be extremely hush-hush about such a thing that Lucasfilm makes a habit of providing false info to employees in order to track leakers. So, and there was another comment made. Oh, here it is, right here. Rian Johnson wrote a script before any of the first viewings of The Force Awakens, which was part of the reasons why the films felt so disconnected. Palpatine was always intended to return, but with no reference in The Last Jedi, the script for 9 had to be written, and I've said this before, that Episode 9 was going to feel like a standalone film. Unfortunately, my best intel on the movie is that it may be a clusterfuck with so many changes. I added the fuck, and JJ isn't a lot of fun to be around at the moment. Leia was supposed to be the star of the sequel trilogy, and certain lead individuals at Lucasfilm had a palpable disdain for Luke Skywalker. When Carrie passed away, they had no idea what to do, and no deference was given to Rian to make the call. He kept his script as was, and here we are. Okay, so there you have it. That's pretty wild, you know. So individuals at Lucasfilm did not like Luke Skywalker as a character. My guess would be Kathleen Kennedy and Carrie Hart and her minions. Carrie Hart is out of there, and I believe Kathleen Kennedy is very close to being out of there or relocated to another part of the country. I don't know. Somewhere else in Disney, okay? She'll get promoted upwards in some bullshit administrative gig. So, there you have it. Interesting. They have given directives from the top to fix Luke Skywalker. I just hope they realize that to a mini fan, that means he has to come back alive. I don't know if they understand that, okay? He has to come back alive for Luke, in the eyes of so many fans, to be fixed. And he has to play a heroic, significant role, all right, in the movie. So, there you have it. Palpable disdain for Luke Skywalker from the story group and Kathleen Kennedy. You tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
King Kong in the trunk.